Bread and circus. Hungry people in a bread line, holding on to every dime. The surface wars have not declined. They search for breath in thin air of a hard incline. Fear not, my friends, this is not a nightmare circus. Though they have broken bread, it was not their purpose. They have given us bread and circus to placate our fears, and have added much worries to our golden years. It is not true, and it is not right. The banner still waves. Should we put up a fight? Don't make it civil. Look deeper within you. For there is the destiny you hold for your future. We look on the outside to determine what we should do. Lots of jugglers, entertainers, see the market numbers. All no-brainers. Play for millions, soapy cotillions, dating shows with glam and glitter. Dancing partners, singing starlights, media traumas, fiction dramas, endless music, endless channels, all to keep us quietly entranced. Remember the moonlight that follows the night, and the glimmer and shine of the sun's even pathway line. Remember the rotation of the earth, and the perfect way it runs on its course. Do you think that it is too hard a task to help you exist, to see that mankind will last? Yet, still in a worry, the day is now through. We open the door to suffering without caring for what we do. Take a deep breath. This image of your future doesn't need to be true. Become the ruler of your own destiny, and you will change your life too. Connect to heart. No need to delay. You will find every answer for every possible way. This is the highest interest for the source of all we knew, to help you see through all the darkness and allow hope to flow right back to you.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for listening to some more of Edgar Allan Poe's stories. The reason why I'm bringing this up today is because we interestingly had a conversation with Peter, and he started talking about how, we have been relying on the system, and that they've, essentially distracted us with, a lot of different things from TV or YouTube or any of the social medias. And so it reminded me of the story Bread and Circus. And I started asking him about it, and he said, absolutely. Bread and circus is something that they used during the Roman times. And there's history behind it. It was actually a tactic to calm the masses when they knew that there was going to be some issues with money moving forward. And so they entertained them, just kept entertaining them and offering to give them loaves of bread. And so satisfying them, not having them see exactly what was going on. So as Rolf read the story, hungry people in a bread line, holding on to every dime, the surface wars have not declined. And so technically, we're in this situation right now. There's the surface wars. There's still a battle going on between us and the elite. and trying to suppress us, to keep us blind, even right down to the very end. They'll try to do this, and so that we don't awaken to our own personal truth, that we are here to create our own experience, and that we have been relying on them to tell us what to do and to pacify us with some of their minimal gifts of, a little benefit here, a little benefit there to the U.S. public or to anywhere in the world at this point, because the elite have been ruling the entire world essentially and puppeting different rulers and having us become very suppressed. So one of the primary things it says here is, "Fear not, my friend. This is not a nightmare circus. Though they have broken bread, it was not their purpose." Even within the religious circles, they're breaking bread. And they're calming us, telling us everything's going to be okay, so we don't actually look at the situation and speak up. But they are saying, don't be in fear. Don't worry about it. They've given us bread and circus to placate our fears and have added many worries to our golden years. A lot of people are going into poverty as they retire, and none of this is making any sense. All the promises that were there are not coming about. And we've had multiple people in the forefront as rulers, but in the end, no one wants to take responsibility that the system that's behind all of it never intended to help us in the end, only to have us continue to serve them. So, essentially it says, should we put up a fight? Don't make it civil, look deep within you. You have to go inside, as Peter said. And this is interesting, because Edgar Allan Poe channeled this information in my book Macabre, Short Stories and Poems from the Other Side. And I've said this before, this book has been somewhat prophetic. 2011, I had this book published, and telling you to look within yourselves. For there is the destiny you hold for your own future. And Peter talks about we have to create our own matrix. Essentially, he's meaning we have to create something of our own and not be so reliant on others to make our own decisions for our destiny and for the destiny of humanity as a whole. We look on the outside to determine what we should do. And then, they're talking about all the entertainments that are available. And for those of you, the soapy cotillions is like soap operas, and all the different game shows and television and movies and all that stuff that we've listened to, and endless music, endless channels, all to keep us quietly entranced. So they're saying, remember the moonlight that follows the night, the glimmer and the shine of the sun's even pathway line. Remember, nature is guiding us in this way, is showing us the way of what we should be doing, and we've been neglecting it for too long. Remember the rotation of the earth, the perfect way it runs on its course. Do you think it's too hard of a task to help you to exist, to see that mankind will last? We're always in fear that we're going to get destroyed. That's because we're not connected to the universe. We're not connected to the divine. And he's talking again about worry. You open the door to suffering without caring for what to do. And he's just saying, take a deep breath. This is meditation. This image of your future doesn't need to be true. You're manifesting this. Allow yourself to move through it. Connect to your heart. No need to delay. You will find every answer for every possible way. For your own personal life, you can connect. This is the highest interest of the source of all we knew to help you through all the darkness and allow hope to follow right back to you. So I can't say this is a more timely message. It matches everything that we have been experiencing for many years. And especially right now, a bread and circus would definitely be something that would be provided, just as some of the pivotal decisions need to be made. We need to open up our eyes and not be sold out for a loaf of bread and some easy entertainment. A lot of that stuff is a facade. It's smoke screen and or smoke and mirrors. So with that said, as I said, most of those that listen already know these things. But for some of you that are still understanding what's going on or feel very stressed, hopefully you knew that in 2011, Edgar Allan Poe was trying to let us know that we would be going through this at this time. And also that we can find a way out. As Peter said, we can create our way out. So thank you for listening. Remember who you are. Remember your connection to the divine. And be at peace. Bye for now.